And if we ever did advertise, and you're right, it probably would be expensive, George, if we ever did advertise, it would have to say something about our brand and something that differentiates us from the competitors.
I've tried incorporating them with the logo, or with the word United Friendly.
They all look a bit too obvious, though. Could be a bit tighter in some way.
But what else should we be doing? One of the things that we want to approach is a change of corporate identity. I mean, again, a lot of research amongst a lot of people have shown that we do feel their existing identity and logo somewhat dated.
I mean, I think one of the main findings of the research we did, at head office and also out in the field with financial planning and home service, was that nobody is actually deeply attached to the current identity.
And here, I've tried to create the impression of that sort of movement that you find with feathers and wheat sheaves.
Can I interrupt you, Michael? What do you mean by there are two identities there?
There's a completely different identity that's coming through on literature, especially in marketing literature.
What do you think about that?
Yeah, I think that's working quite well. I think some of these tints could go back a bit, actually, and make this punchier.
They look very similar to what we're currently using, so why not stick to the original colour?
Well, they're actually quite a way away from the actual blues that you're using at the moment, and I think the main problem with the blue you've got at the moment is it's also used by an awful lot of other people. I've got something on screen. Have a look.
Obviously the company's been changing quite a lot this past number of years. How do you perceive the company in your different jobs?
We've been a sleeping giant for quite a while, and now we are starting to bite, and it's what the field force want, is this name awareness, so people can now recognise fully where the company's going and what we're actually doing.
I think that's the importance of September and the new advert and the new company logo, because up until now we've been United Who, if you knock a door. We've been very much second rate as far as name awareness goes.
The potential is there because there are so many companies out there doing it wrong. We know we've got the right products and we're doing it right. We've just got to let more people know our message. And we need help and we need to go forward, and I hope it will.
Now, we know we can offer quality service and quality advice. What we do need as planners, however, is to get our names and to get our company name in front of more people. I think that's where the real power of this campaign is going to come in.
Well, the head office communication has improved considerably over the years in quite a lot of areas. One of the things that they do now, they ask us first how we would like that service, how it to be, so that then they go away and work on it.
It is getting better, but then it was starting from a fairly low point.
When we actually go into head office and analyse where things go wrong, we realise that we make a lot of the errors that create the problems within head office.
It's all a matter of knowledge and understanding, really, isn't it? We don't fully understand their pressures, they don't fully understand ours. And I think what would be absolutely marvellous is, alongside the marketing campaign and the name awareness campaign, would be some form of campaign where a greater knowledge and understanding of each other's problems and positions are actually introduced.
Hello, Alan. Hi, Julian. Have you received next Friday's Project Catalyst?
Yes, I have. I was a little concerned that the milestone plan for the artwork wasn't included. Is it going to be included?
As you know, we've been looking at all these envelopes, and I think we've rationalised them down quite well, down to these 12 different areas, as you see here.
One of the ideas that we've had with the advertising from our advertising agency is the potential of using our own staff in part of the advertising. Now, my initial reaction to that is, our staff aren't actors.
Hi, Gerard.
Hello, how are you?
Fine, thanks.
You seen the latest business news?
Yeah, I did. Frankie gave me a copy. It's really good.
I think it's going to be an excellent idea.
It's an excellent idea, but I didn't much like the picture inside.
Oh, come now, but you're going to go for the casting.
I think my arm's being rather twisted, actually.
Good, good.
The most important thing I think we've got to do as an organisation is we've got to become totally client-focused. And we have got to take service as, being almost our ethos and deliver the very best service to our clients.
The transformation that the company's going through at the moment, how do you see it? The name awareness side of it, I think, is very important.
That gives you the chance as perhaps departments and sections to all get together and discuss problems that you've got and improve the process.
It becomes the best practices type.
Absolutely, and the aim has got to be the same with the field and head office.
There's always the conception that there's an us and them, especially with the field in general, and it's so hard to break that down.
I want to see some action because action You know, that is what I believe in.
We've got some guiding principles, and I mean, one of them is really clients come first, but I mean, we know what that means in the field, but what does that mean at head office?
We need to be much broader in our categorization of saying a client is anyone that we have a contact with, and that is the client that comes first.
And it's not necessarily the external clients that get a bad service, if you like, it's internally. Because we think, well, they're another department, where else are they going to go?
I mean, it's good from your point of view, possibly, to get out in the field and see, if you like, your clients, because that's what we do. We field people, we get out and see it, meet our clients face to face.
Regardless of what size we grow to, it still feels a bit like a family business, which it is.
And the way that insurance companies can distinguish themselves is the service they offer to their clients.
I really feel that we have something very, very special, giving probably a better service than we ever had before. You know, I'm very proud to work for United Friendly.
Pride in the outfit is something we really want to get everybody feeling right the way through the organisation.
Basically, you'll have a photograph taken, and then it'll be stuck in front of a film camera for about 2 or 3 minutes to recite your script.
Great, thank you.
Everybody that's actually taken part has had their snapshot taken, so we were wondering if there was any way that we could include within the actual business news everybody's photograph in some shape or form.
Hello, my name's Richard Levelbutt, and I work for the United Friendly at their Runnymede division. The company was started in 1908, and ever since then we've made a point of meeting each and every one of our 1.5 million clients face to face.
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 Nose to nose, belly to belly.
That's what makes us a little different from most other big insurance companies, and I think a little better.
Very good indeed.
Look who's been on our casting couch, possibly.
Been for your casting?
Yeah. I got this, I could have my mugshot. It's brilliant, isn't it?
Yeah. How did it go?
I was so nervous, it was awful. I thought I fluffed my lines, but I managed to get them out okay. Are you planning to go?
Well, I was considering it, but I'm a bit too nervous.
And we'd open it up, and on the whole of the inside spread, we could have a huge collage of all of these pictures.
Christine, have you seen the latest business news for that advertising? Have you seen the pictures?
I mean, you know, we've got maybe over 200. I think it could look really great.
Oh, look at you.
It looks like a ghost,
It's
doesn't
not
it?
that bad.
It'd be good for everyone in the company to see who's actually got
been
involved,
involved in
who's
the casting.
stepped forward to be in the casting, and then they can all place bets on who's actually going to be in the commercials.
Look at Graham, he looks like a dog. Muttley the dog.
Can you remember how long you've been with United Friendly?
About 30 years, aren't
30 years? Yeah, it is about 30 years.
Well, I've been with them since I was about 15.
You mentioned earlier that you'd rather be with United Friendly than any other company. For what reason would you say that?
Well, basically, you, John. You've never led us wrong, no matter what we've done. And the experience we've had with other insurance companies has been disastrous. They've mucked us about. You've put yourself out. You've come to the house. We've asked your advice. You give us good advice. And as far as we're concerned, we'll stay with you.
I would say the one reason that we've stuck with your insurance is that you don't pressure us into anything. You'd only sell me something I needed.
Again, you've got agents that come to your door, so you're seeing a face rather than just dealing over a telephone.
You are what we see. So other than that, we've got nothing else to go on. I mean,
you could ask you questions without feeling awkward, like with some people that are very formal. You're very informal.
They dealt well when you lost your ring, didn't they?
oh yeah, I lost my engagement ring, didn't I?
Dealt with all that, didn't you?
Yeah.
They paid out.
Well, I think it's important that you're not just there to sell policies. You're there to provide a good service when your clients need you, because that's really what it's all about at the end of the day.
The guidance we've had so far has always been good. I think, again, the attitude has been that when you come and see us, it's more as a friend rather than as even a representative.
Yeah, well, John's in no rush to sort of
No.
get out the door, is he?
No. No, granted, no, he's not.
Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
Again, I think it's more of a friendly attitude, and that's where you get the trust, I think.
I suppose that's why they call us United Friendly. Sorry.
one of the things I think we should be known for is one of the things that we should deliver very well, which is client service, especially on a type of face-to-face basis.
On the 4th of September, we are launching our major name awareness advertising campaign. And that is going to be featuring staff, and it's going to be focusing on the way we do our business and on service.
The purpose of today's meeting is for us to have detailed updates really from all of the working groups involved in Project Catalyst.
We've basically got 4 different letters. There's obviously a no letter, unfortunately you haven't been selected, and then there are 3 others dependent on which commercial they've been selected for.
In fact, if you wanted to, you could just wash your face, it would be gone. It's not, I'm not putting anything
really serious on. It's a relief. As well as other exciting projects such as the company van, which we saw recently, because it was used by Status Quo and their roadies, but I'm sure we'll do something with it. The flag, that's going to fly proudly at the top. For those of you who don't know, it's changed every 6 months anyway. Guaranteed to break the ice at parties, that one, Graham.
Okay, we'll pan it off for the close shots and have it in.
Well, certainly I met with 6 agents yesterday afternoon and evening. That's why I'm feeling a bit dull today, but it was a good night. And one of the things they came up with was that they should do the GB, sales inspectors should do the life, and that the way to get the sales inspectors to do the life was to pre-book totally and completely September well in advance, which is something you were saying.
And whereupons, and here and afters, and duplicates.
A lot of work being done at the moment on kind of continuing PR for the 2 businesses. Use of advertorials, use of sponsored research to create news, placed articles.
All right, now that smile is great. If you can keep that smile and just chat as if you're chatting in the pub to your mates. Okay, so let's have a rehearsal. So you can start whenever you're ready.
Little rehearsal, please. Quiet on stage, and in your own time, Caroline, action.
Weep. Okay, good start. Here, quiet, please.
I've heard that there will only be 5 direct sales forces by the year 2000. I don't believe that. But I do believe that there will be fewer players by the year 2000. We are determined to be, that United Friendly is going to be amongst the winners by the end of the decade.
And again, don't look at me, keep looking back to me, just keep looking into the camera.
And by providing excellent service to our internal clients, we can help them provide excellence to external clients.
And you look to me again.
It's because you're good looking.
And the other way I think that we address and put client first is by looking specifically at what they require rather than solely at what we can supply. We tend not to look at their needs but just at what we want to supply or what we're used to supplying.
We work for United Friendly, and we think that insurance and...
Okay, come on.
Computers.
And contracts.
And contracts.
Shouldn't be about phones and forms.
And sales targets, and computers and contracts.
And explain to people why we're doing it and where we're going. Because once you do, people work with you rather than against you, rather than think, oh, this is another bloody job we've got to do.
Wearing afters and hearing unders.
Sorry.
Files and files. Composing and polishing labels.
It should be about.
It should be about.
And these are the guiding principles, but we have to live them. They have to be in the forefront of our minds, not in the back of our minds.
Good morning, George. It's Sue from Luton Branch. Would you mind if I asked you a couple of questions?
Graham, Nick from Avon. Caroline, I'm Vimal from Financial Planning in Essex.
Ashley, Dave Thompson, Financial Planning.
Julie and Debbie from Compliance.
Hello, John.
Are you looking for John?
Yeah.
He's gone to lunch. You might find him by the river.
Yeah? Oh, great, thanks.
Hi, Richard. It's Elizabeth from training.
Elizabeth.
Thank you.
Richard, there's a lot going on at the moment. What's it all about?
Well, I have to start with the advertising campaign.
There's an awful lot going on at the moment, Julian, with Project Catalyst. What does it all mean?
The time is right as the markets harden, as the markets get more competitive. We've got to be out there showing the world who we are.
Why are we doing it? What's the point of it all?
The project is aimed at communicating a developing company dealing in a highly professional way with individuals with a human touch.
Well, I think after 87 years of not bothering to show our light, we've actually decided at long last that we're actually going to tell the world what we are, why we are, and who we look after.
Excuse me, John Instance.
Yes.
Hi, it's Mark Eaton from Orchard Branch, John.
Hello, Mark. Nice
Hi
to
there.
meet you.
I wonder if you could ask a few questions.
Of course.
Product Catalyst, can you just tell me a little bit more about that? What it's all about?
Yeah, well, we know now that we're working in an increasingly competitive environment, and we have to make sure that United Friendly is well positioned to beat our competitors to ensure our future.
The corporate identity is the way in which the company presents itself to the outside world. And it's very important that that identity conveys a modern, certainly in our case, a modern, up-to-date, but friendly impression.
One of the things that we are very aware of, though, is that there are very high standards of client service being set by other organisations, both from their field representatives and also at head office. And we are aware that we need to concentrate even more on delivery of first-class client service. And when I say client, I don't just mean the person in the street who's buying our products, I mean our salespeople in particular. They are the clients of people at head office.
It's only when we break down this us and them syndrome that has dogged us for so many years will we actually make real breakthroughs in improving service standards.
If I were a potential customer, Richard, why would I choose United Friendly?
Because we have a relevant product range, we offer good value for money, excellent investment performance, and service standards second to none.
I think what makes us different, or if not different, but the thing that we can focus on as the thing we do well, is the relationship that we develop and build up with our clients.
In 5 years' time, we're going to be the market leader in our chosen sectors. We're going to be the best.
It's going to be a well-known, respected name in the financial services marketplace. It's going to be an organisation that delivers first-class client service.
In some ways we'll be different, but we will feel as proud of the organisation as we do today.
The company that people respect and want to aspire to.
One of the most successful financial services companies in the United Kingdom.
But friendly.
About forms and phones, and sales targets and computers and contracts, and investments. Stop, I made a blob.
And forms and phones and sales targets and computers and contracts.
And again.
And computers and contracts and whereupons and hereinafters.
Printouts. And again, but keep looking at the camera.
Printouts.
Again.
Printouts.
And again.
And printouts.
And printouts.
Have always made a point.
And again.
Have always made a point.
Good. I think you make a point there. Come back through. Excellent. And again?
It should be about understanding people, their worries and fears.
And hopes and dreams.
Red light and bell.
Running.
Fading.
29, take 1.
21, take 1. 18, take 3.
Very nice. Okay, here we go. And action.
We work at United Friendly.
We think that insurance
And financial planning shouldn't just be about forms
and phones
and sales targets
and computers
And contracts.
and whereupons
the near and afters
and investments
And bonuses.
and exclusions and duplicates
and triplicates
and files and printouts.
and policy numbers.
It should be about understanding people
Their worries.
and fears, their hopes
And dreams.
That's why we at United Friendly
I've always made a point
Of meeting all our 1.5
million clients to discuss what they want.
face to face, person to person.
All together now. All together.
With most big insurance companies,
you don't always know who you're talking to.
You deal with people you've never met.
And probably
never will.
But that's not the way we do
things at United Friendly.
Since 1908,
we've made a point
of meeting all our clients.
Face to face, person to person.
That way,
we can be sure of understanding exactly what you want.
All together now. All together now.
Do you believe in giving money to strangers?
No?
Then you might like to know
that unlike many
insurance companies,
at United Friendly,
we always come round to see you
and discuss exactly
what you want.
all together.